Hey sweeties, it's your girl Candy and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes, honey. So what's the business? How have y'all been? You been good? You been good, child? Well, honey, I know I said I was gonna have this up yesterday, but my family is driving me fucking crazy. So yeah. But anyway, I don't know if you do a video today. Could you shout me out? Today is my 30th B-Day. Ivy, so shout out to Ivy Cooper. It was her 30th birthday last Friday. So whoop whoop, dirty 30. Welcome to the club, honey. You know you only get better when you get in your 30s. Yes. And bitch, don't say you don't. I'm talking to you little 20-year-olds and shit out there gonna say no, yeah you do. Just thought I'd put that out there. So happy birthday, shouty. Gotcha. I didn't get to go through these damn things because I usually read them, but it's just, what is this? Oh, Sweet Solutions. Who else? Somebody else want to shout out. Let me see. Candy, my birthday is tomorrow. Shout me out, please. Laugh out loud. Don't forget. To what is it? Arnisha Cantrell on Facebook. Shout out to her. She's looking cute. She got some snatched hair, honey, and she was looking cute with it. Yes. So happy birthday to you, shout it. Alright, I think everybody else is just wanting me to read their shit. So Urban, I'm not answering yours. Yours is the same thing over and over and over again. And my advice, take my advice from the last question. Alright, let's see. Let's get it popping. Let's see what we got. Whoop de whoop. Okay, let's just go. Boom. Let's see what you got. Oh, hell! I know you tried the shit out of me, honey. Oh my God! And the front of it looked like it really is a good one, but I don't know if y'all can see. Let me move her so y'all don't see the address. I don't know if y'all can see that, but big paragraph, big paragraph, big paragraph. Big paragraph, big paragraph, big paragraph, big paragraph. Really? No, baby. Mark is unread. I'll answer you like maybe for just one video by its damn self. That's just ridiculous. I don't know why y'all even thought that. That's a Stephen King novel. All right, let's see here. Hey Candy, before I begin with my issue, I just want to say I've been rocking with you from day one, and I'm a huge fan, honey. Yes, love you, boo boo. Okay. Laugh out loud. Now let's begin. I am 21 and currently have an 18-month-old son that I love to death. However, I do not love his father. I've been with his dad for 3 years and I have no intentions on marrying him. I know I don't love him anymore. I just don't know how to tell him. Each time I've tried, I just would get the gut feeling and change the subject. I've cheated on him a few times in the past, and each time he has cut me, cut me, bitch. I was like, that's a whole nother. Caught me and has taken me back. Cheat in the term of just getting to know other guys and spending time together. No sex has ever been involved. So you emotionally cheated on him. Okay. However, now he has no trust in me and questions my whereabouts, which is understandable, but it's just driving me away even more. I know I was in the wrong and I had no problem admitting it to him. I just don't have the heart to break it off. A big part and why I don't want to leave him is also because I'm not financially stable to take care of our son on my own. So that is also why I have to stay with him. I know I don't love him. He truly is a good person and great father. I'm just not happy with him anymore. Basically, we have nothing in common and he is oversensitive about everything. So my question for you is, what should I do? And if you think I should let him know how I feel, how exactly should I go about it? Thanks a lot, Candy. And if you're unable to make it to this question, I understand. I made it. Okay, here's the thing. You don't want to use somebody because, you know, that karma comes back. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you just said he's a great person. He's a great father. You just don't love him anymore. So if he's, you know, all this greatness, do you think he wouldn't take care of his son just because you're not with him? And if you think which the way you're saying how Brady is, I don't see that in your head as thinking so. So I'm going to have to go away from the whole I can't take care of my son by myself, because the way you're making it seem is like he'll be there. He's been there. He's a great father. I have to take it as because you don't have nowhere to go. So basically you're using him to have a roof over your head. And that's kind of fucked up. It is. But like I said, I don't know your situation. So hey, sometimes we got to do what the fuck we got to do. So really my advice to you, I would say I wouldn't use someone. That shit hurts. And take it from somebody who's given her heart to quite a few people, and find out somebody's using you, that fucks you up. So if he's such a good person, it's just that you're not in love with him anymore, I wouldn't want to hurt him like that. But ultimately it's up to you. I mean, if you have any family there, maybe you can stay with family till you get on your feet, maybe get a job, you know, get you an apartment or whatnot. But it's up to you, really. I can't tell you something and then you feel like you're about to be put out on the street and ain't got nowhere to go, because then I understand why you like, fuck it, let me just sit there and fake the shit until I can. But he could be with somebody who loves him, and you could be with somebody who you truly love, you know what I'm saying? So if you have somewhere you can go, then I would go there, you know. Or maybe you could work something out with him where, okay, y'all might be living together, but you're not together, and y'all have that understanding until you can get on your feet and get your own. Maybe y'all can try to work something like that out. But I mean, all I know is using somebody is never good for you in the end. Like, you might get what you need in that moment, but trust me, that shit's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying, shawty? So let me know. Let me see, your question will be answered. Answered today. My bad, y'all know it. Copy, send. All right, let's see what's the next one, y'all. Grown for somebody said please, 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 please. All right, well, let's do it then. Please, please, please read. Okay. Hi, Candy. My name is, I don't know. We ain't gonna say it just in case. I'm a 34-year-old married woman. I recently lost my daughter a year ago. I'm sorry. I'm still not over losing her. I never will be. She would have been our first child. She would have been our first child. My family keeps pressing me to try again, but I'm really scared. Losing my daughter had to be the worst feeling in the world. I was 6 months pregnant when I started to have complications. Y'all heard that? That was a lot of thunder. So if I get cut off, you know, to be continued, honey. All right. I was 6 months pregnant when I started to have complications. I suffer from high blood pressure, and I also have to have help to conceive. I went through IVF treatment, and it took on the first try. I was so happy, but I knew I was going to lose her. I wouldn't have done it. I talked it over with my hubby about trying again. He is okay with it, but I'm scared. What do you think I should do? My family keeps asking me if I'm going to try again. It's getting old. I just wish they stopped asking me. It's a very tough matter. I don't think they understand what I have been through. I want a family so bad, but I'm so scared everybody has kids but me. I'm 35. I have seven great, I think it's, no, 7 great indexes and a nephew. I don't know. It saddens me every time I hear a family member of mine gets pregnant, and I'm not, Lord Jesus, and I'm not, I thought I could get pregnant on my own now, but it's been over a year, still nothing. I pray all the time, but still nothing. Sometimes I feel like God is punishing me for what I don't know I have given my life to Christ. I'm trying to keep my faith, but every month I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like I'm losing it, but I will not let the devil win. I have 3 women in my family that's having a baby shower. I really don't want to go. I think it would be too much. Do you think they would understand? Well, thank you for reading. You're the best. Enjoy your vacation. Oh, thank you, Chad. No, you're not ready. I mean, you said it's been a year, but when you're trying to have a baby, and then when you finally do get pregnant and something like that happens, you know, that takes a toll on you. So I don't think you would be wrong not to show up. Just let them know, hey, I'm happy for you. I'm just not mentally in that place to where I can deal with you know, being surrounded with that. Your question will be answered today. And just let them know, and let your family know, listen, I do want to have another baby. We probably will try again. But you asking me over and over again is not helping me. You're stressing me out. And that's not good for trying to conceive. So stop. And be like that. You don't have to worry about trying to say it nice. Say it just like that. And let them know, stop. I want one just as bad, hell, more than y'all want me to have one. But it takes time, and I'm not over, you know, grieving for my daughter. Let me work through my issues. Okay, when I'm ready, when we're about to do it, then I will come to you and let you know. You know, and then keep it moving. And if they try to bring it up again, shut it down. Simple as that. Shoot. There's so many of y'all wrote, now I can't find it. But from what I remember, because I did read it, where a sweetie wrote me, basically, he has a sister from, I think it's the same, you know, same mother, different father. The sister came out and told that his father had been molesting her for years when they were younger, and she just now came out. I think she's like in her 30s, I think he said, and she just now came out and said something about it. Nobody really believes her because they say she took too long to do it. The father's new woman doesn't believe her because she said she took too long, and she's texting him talking about, I'm so hurt, you didn't even call to check on me, because I guess she had surgery but it was on her knee or some shit, you know, nothing like threatening or something. Excuse me, let me see if I can keep finding, oh wait, I found it. Okay. Oh shit, yeah, let me keep paraphrasing. That was one of them long ass damn things too. Anyway, so basically he tells his wife, which his name is Cece, what's going on, I guess, to get, you know, her side on the story. An hour later, she starts blowing up everybody's phones. She reached Cammie, which Cammie is, I believe, is, Cammie asked Nina if we could talk to our dad about it. Okay, no, Cammie's his sister. Fuck it, let me just read this shit. Hey Candy, about a month ago, my oldest sister Nina told my sister Cammie and I that our father from age 11 to 16 sexually abused her. This could explain why my sister is the way she is. I don't know if you remember, but this is the sister who has a different father from us, who she's never met. We have different dads but the same mom, and we're all raised in the same house. History on my dad's sketchy past. I found IMs on his laptop years ago showing him sending explicit messages, sorry, Invisalign, and nude pictures showing his lack of a manhood to a woman. He also basically had a second family when he was cheating on my mom. That's just one of the many skeletons he had in his closet. So this current situation isn't a stretch. A week after she told me, she brought it up again and was in tears. Later that week, she told our mom. Mom was beyond pissed and cried her heart out. Our mom said she always tried to keep an eye on her children so stuff like this wouldn't happen. A week later, Cammie asked Nina if we could talk to our dad about it because she has a 4-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. She told us, go ahead, I've been set free. Cammie asked our dad if it was true, and of course he denied it. He tells his current wife, Cece, what's going on, I guess to get her on his side. An hour later, she starts blowing up our phones. She reached Cammie, but the conversation went left. Cammie snapped on her because Cece was talking at the side of her neck with an attitude, saying what took Nina so long to speak up. Nina is 30, and that she thinks she's lying. Why did she hung him when we all, hug. Y'all, don't tell nobody. Why did she hug him when we were all out a while back, and that she seen him a while back? Why did she hug him when we were all out a while back, and that she's seen him give Cammie's daughter a bath lots of times, etc.? when she called me, I didn't pick up because I was at work and I was not in the right frame of mind to speak, and I didn't want to disrespect her. She then sends me text messages that read, "I think it's funny how you won't return my calls. You didn't even check on me after my surgery, and that really hurt me. I have always been there for you. This just lets me know it's all fake." Another text. "What have I ever done to you?" Another text. "You do know you're breaking my heart." Note, all she had was a quick operation on her knee, nothing life-threatening, and the only thing she has done for me was let me live with her and my dad for 6 months in order to finish up school, which I have shown appreciation for multiple times, i.e. paying rent, buying food, while others who came after live rent-free. Secondly, the heifer has only known me for about 2 years. Ooh, I can't. I feel our stepmother was coming off incredibly selfish and not realizing the bigger issue at hand. After finding this out, my relationship with my dad is over. However, I've never had a problem with my stepmom up until this point, and I've grown to love my stepsisters and their kids. But now this complicates things, and I don't want to lose my relationship with them. I doubt they know anything about this situation. My questions are, although I know in my heart that I need to forgive him, again, for my own sake, is it wrong for me to want to end the communication? Should / do I have to end the communication with my stepsisters? Is my stepmom out of line for calling us liars? Is she being selfish? P.S. She said she was molested from age 3 and up to whatever age. So it's funny how she said, "Why did my sister wait so long?" Also, my mom, 2 sisters and a little brother are going to family counseling soon. Thank you, Candy. Okay, first question. Although I know in my heart I should forgive him, is it wrong for me to end communication? No. You know, they always say forgiving somebody is for you because it takes so much out of you to hate. Just because you forgive him does not mean you have to talk to him. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't. Like, no, that's not wrong. That's not wrong at all. Question number 2. Should or do I have to end communication with my stepsisters? No. Why? They didn't do anything. They're your sisters. You love them, right? If they love you, now you got to see how they're going to act if they do find out. But if they don't know you're there, you know, I don't see why you would have to end communication with them unless they cut you off. Then, I mean, then they made the decision. But I don't see why you have to not talk to your stepsisters just because now you ain't fucking with your daddy. Is my stepmom out of line for calling us liars? And is she being selfish? Hell yeah, she is. I mean, I don't need to, you know, go any further in that. Yes, she is. I understand when you hear that somebody's on it, you don't want to believe that shit. Don't nobody want to believe that their closest loved one is a fucking monster molester. You don't want to believe it. But to just come right out and say that you lying and she lying, no, yeah, she being incredibly selfish. Incredibly. Last one. She said, oh yeah, also my mom. Oh no, that was the last one. Yeah, that was the last question. I think maybe y'all should all do counseling as a family to maybe get through it. Not just your mom and your sisters and your little brother. Maybe you should get in there too, you know, and see what's going on. But I don't think, no, you're not selfish if you don't want to talk to your daddy. Fuck that nigga. I'm just saying, especially if it's true. Stepsisters, no, you ain't got to cut them off for what? They don't even make no sense. Your stepmammy, though, that hook is a piece of work. Wait, okay. Somebody else asked me to do it. Let me see. What's my email sweet solution? Let me see. Subject is sweet solution question. Really? That's your subject line? I'm going to need you to work it out. My emails. Sweet solutions question. Honey, you better hope I can find that shit. Who does it? Grown for a problem, grown for a problem, grown for a problem, grown for a problem, grown for problems. Grown for a problem, sweet solution. That says request. Is that you? Grown folks mess. Sweet solution request? Maybe that's you. It says sweet solution question, but let's go with that one. Let's see. Hi, Candy. I'm a 19-year-old ATL college student who is dating someone who lives 4 hours away, North Carolina. So far, I've been talking to him for a month and things are going well. We FaceTime, text, spend hours on the phone. Sometimes he can be very pessimistic. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. So, thus holding back on affection too. And one thing in particular he said to me when I told him I can't wait to see him in person was, it's not going to happen. What? It affected me a lot. So when I told him about it, he basically said he was sorry, and that's what he is used to. Basically never seeing the person he has dated in person in the past. Ever since then, he's been saying that he will make the effort to make the 4-hour trip to see me when I go back to school. And I told him I would pay for his gas for making the trip. Should I believe that he'll make the trip, or do you think I'm wasting my time? Okay. I'm glad, because I was about to say that ain't no goddamn grown folk problem, but I had to go, you put grown request or some shit. Honey, leave that fool. You ain't even met this person. You ain't even met him in person. Drop that. You are in college. Find you somebody here. What the hell? He gonna tell you, I can't wait to see you in person, boo-boo. Bitch, that ain't happening. No, what the hell do you mean? Should you move on? Yes. Yes, you should. Yeah. What? No. Yeah. The hell? Alright, child. Dear kid, let me make sure that I tried. Oh, wait, is this him? Okay, found it. Alright. P.S. You can say all the names. Laugh out loud. Hey, Candy. My name is Marcus. I'm 22 years old. Been living in NYC on my own since I was 18. So I know how it feels to struggle in life because we all do it at one point. I've been single ever since 2012 in January. And no, I haven't been a hooker whore. Laugh out loud. I'm actually someone with morals and waiting till I get a rock on my finger. Well, all right, honey. Well, I met this guy named Matt. He is 45 years old. And we are friends and getting to know each other for 5 to 6 months without any sex. But do you think it's an issue since he's basically my mom's age? Since people do give us looks, probably like the one I just did, give us looks when we are out, but he's very handsome. He's a very handsome dude. But I'm mature for my age and not into the club lifestyle. It's just not for me. And what is your best advice dating someone his age? Because you know, he be talking about things I don't know nothing about. So I just sit there and smile and be cute. Loud, thanks, girl. I cannot. You don't be knowing shit. You be sitting there nodding your head and shit. And you talk about, I love Billie Holiday. Yeah, he is great. Negro. Listen. I mean, if you were my son, no, I wouldn't want your ass dating somebody fucking older than me. What the hell? But, I mean, shit, you grown, and you're there, and I guess if he's willing to wait, you know, do you see yourself marrying this man? Because you already said you ain't giving up the goodies unless, you know, he marries you. You get that rock on your finger, so if you feel like, you know, he's the type of guy you could wait for, I mean, that you could be with like that, I mean, go for it. But that's kind of old. I'm just saying, it is kind of old, though. Nigga said, I don't be knowing shit he be talking about. Well, just tell him, baby, I don't know what you're talking about. Educate me. He know you young. Shit. He know you 20. He probably laughing at your ass. He probably be saying shit to fuck with you and probably look at your facial expressions. So tell him, if you're gonna be with him, tell him you can't keep faking and just smiling and giggling and shit. Baby, I don't know what you're talking about. Break it down and work it out. Good luck, child. Good luck. Alright, next one. Hopefully I'm cutting off on my head. Hey Candy, I was just wondering if you could help me out in a situation that I have with my husband. I'm in my early 20s, I'm black, and my husband is Hispanic, and he's 14 years older than me. We've been married for almost 6 years, but I've been with him for 7 years. I don't know how to handle him being very controlling. Since I got with him so young, I didn't really notice it as much, but now I'm getting older and starting to find myself. I'm wanting friends, and he isn't okay with that. It's like he's isolating me from everyone, including my parents at times. He has hit me a couple of times, but he tells me he won't do it again. I'm so confused on what to do. I have a fear of starting over if it comes to that. I feel like I need him and I can't make it without him. I'm just so confused. Thank you for your advice. Stay blessed. Okay, here's the thing. Now, if he didn't hit you a couple of times, but then he promises he won't do it again after he did it the last few times, okay, it's gonna keep coming. And you're right. He hasn't changed. You're changing. He was older. He was already set in his ways. So yeah, and that's why he picked you, to be honest with you. Younger like that because he could control you. And now you're getting older and you're looking at motherfuckers like, wait, motherfuckers is out having fun. I ain't got no friends. I don't know nobody. And he don't even want me with my mama. That's casebook control freak abuser. Like, that's like, you look that up in the damn dictionary and there he is. You're older now. You're older now. So don't be afraid to get out and start over. Like, I think you're a newer sweetie, but if you know my story, I moved to Georgia from Germany with $2,000, my 18-year-old sister, and my daughter. Do you understand? And I made it work. I moved here. I knew no one. You understand? So you got family that they want you in their life. He's just keeping you from them. Get the fuck away before he hurts you to the point to where you cannot. I know it's scary because you've been with him such a young age, but guess what? You can do it. You're still very young enough to where you can get up, go get a job, and I'm sure you got family members that already know he's an asshole, so they're trying to get you away from him anyway. So they will be more than happy to welcome you in till you get on your feet. But don't stay there just because you think, oh, I can't do it, because you don't want to end up in a worse position, and that's getting your ass beat every day or dead. You understand? So you can do it. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you have family, so utilize what you do have. Okay? Okay. Please don't be a but. God damn! I'm not. What the fuck? I'm gonna go ahead and read this shit because I just wrote at the bottom. There's like pictures and shit. Marks and looks like cut marks and burn marks. So it looks like you may be a cutter. But let me read. Alright. Let me try to read it because it's as long as hell. Hi, Miss Candy. My name is R. I am 19 years old. I have been watching your channel forever. I did message you a while ago on MySpace. MySpace? Way before Sweet Solutions. Things have gotten worse since. Oh, do not read out loud. Okay. Okay, now I can read that. Okay, things have been rocky since that part they say, I know you say you don't like novels, but I really need help. I'm sorry. I'm very embarrassed to write this, so please help me. Things have been rocky since I could remember. I watched my big cousin flip out from drugs. He tried to kill my 2-year-old cousin, my 50-year-old grandmother, and my 30-year-old uncle. I was about 4 years old, visiting relatives for the summer. I forced my cousin into a closet in my grandmother's room to protect us. My cousin was literally stabbing holes in the door with a butcher knife. My grandmother tried to open the door to let him in to give him money to go get whatever drug he was after. Me being me, I found an old Bell Atlantic phone in her closet. I dialed 911. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want him to hear. So I let the phone pick up all the crying, cursing, barking, and shattering going on. About 10 minutes later, a helicopter comes, SWAT team come, but he got away. A few months later, he came back. He was into a hospital for schizophrenia. I thought things were different, but he flipped again. This time, he tried to light the house on fire by putting cigarettes in the toaster. The fuck? My mom tried to stop him, so he punched her in the face so bad that to this day, her right cheek droops. Damn. Years of this continue, them babying him. Mind you, he is now 33. He doesn't get something the second he wants it, he flips out. Police always at the house. I couldn't even go to school without being asked what happened. Forward to the 7th grade. My mother forces me to talk to my father, who left me for his other family. My father was married and got my mother pregnant. She didn't know she was pregnant. She had a live miscarriage at 7 months. My baby brother was born in the bathtub. I was only allowed to see him his second/last day of his life. Wasn't even allowed to touch him. The year was 2002. Week later, I was going to my brother's funeral. You know who wasn't there? Our father. She had the nerve to force me to be around him. On my 14th birthday, he told me to stop being a bitch about him not being around before. My own mother even told me to stop acting like one. He fought me because I told him not to disrespect me in front of my nephew. So ever since my 7th grade year, I started standing up for myself. It got me in trouble, but to me, it was worth knowing that no one will walk all over my emotions anymore. 8th grade year, I had my first friend since elementary. He was my best friend. He was a year older, so I called him my big brother. I've always wanted a big brother. We were inseparable until one day I went to his house and his mother decided to tell my mother about what I had been telling her about how I was feeling about being treated. My mother then took this and twisted it to all of my family, saying that my best friend raped me and is turning me against my family, which is why I was acting differently. I told him what she was saying, and to this day, he acts like he hates me. There's trend. Everyone leaves me. My father, family, friends, everyone. Since all of this, there has been nothing but problems. Everyone in the house hates me. My grandmother doesn't even get me gifts for Christmas like she does for my sisters. She constantly says I need to be put away because of how mental I am. In August, I had surgery to remove tumors in my throat. 3 total surgeries, including child, not with these in, tonsilloscopy. Y'all know what it is. Took the shit out. She took my medicine. I had surgery not 12 hours earlier, and I have to yell and scream to get medicine. I was in so much pain I couldn't sleep. She called the police on me saying the medicine is making me violent. I was sent to a hospital for 2 days without medication, getting a mental evaluation, which they said I don't need. I've lost 2 jobs because I had no way to work on Saturdays. It was 2 miles away. She wouldn't take me. I don't start any problems, but there's always something going on. Last week, me and my mother got into yet another physical fight over me taking my Blue's Clues pillow back. Yes, fault. She threw clogging shoes at my head, broke a lamp over my head, and said, "I'm going to fight you like a bitch on the street." I only restrained her until she did something that literally killed me. She punched my dog to shut him up. I love my little dog so much. That dog is the only thing that truly loves me, and I love him more than I can say. He's my only friend and my only family, but I could only push her. She put me in a headlock and said, "I'm killing him, so someone better call the police when I'm done." I gave up fighting because honestly, I'm done. Funny, at that moment, my sister came over to get her mail. She was the only one to stop it. Mind you, my uncle was in the other room, and my grandmother watched it happen and watched outside to make sure no one called the police. She loved seeing me hurt. I tried telling my sister everything, but you know what my mother said? I should have aborted your bitch ass. Wow. She has been taking my whole life away in order to make herself look good. Oh, guess what? She smokes weed with my father, and she's fucking him. Even though he's married. You know I can't even get my diploma because when I was going to pay the $2,000, she said if I did that, then child support would run out. Forced to drop out and do online homeschool after getting the lymphoma. She won't pay it. And now each month I owe $50 more. Penn Foster High, no diploma, no job, no license. Just was able to get my learners after I turned 18 because she wouldn't let me get it. I don't have a car to practice in, yet she lets my sister drive her brand new Impala. Sister don't even have a learner's. I want to get away, Miss Candy, but I'm stuck. I can't do anything without the diploma, and I can't even get a GED now. I have wanted to die before. If it wasn't for the fact I would leave my dog behind, I would have been killed myself. Smiley facing. See picture. You burn yourself with the lighter. It makes a smiley face. It makes a smiley face. Isn't working anymore, and I'm just at an end. I need money to get out of this situation with the diploma, but can't get a job without one now. What do? I have no friends and no family. I'm stuck. I truly doubt there could be any advice. I'm just stuck and tired. What can I do? Thank you for your videos, literally keeping me somewhat sane. Thanks for your real positivity. Also, I forgot to mention, if a parent thinks their child was raped, would you go around telling your family that they were raped? Why wouldn't you go get a therapist? why wouldn't you go to the police? Just crazy to me. Why everyone thinks I'm crazy, but licensed professional, shaking my head. It's terrible. This is a relationship I have with my mother. Whew, honey. Okay. So, basically, this is you need to get away is what you need. And you're saying you can't. First off, I really hope you stop burning yourself. I know it's a coping mechanism. I've had family members who used to be cutters because I thought that's what you were doing when I first saw the pictures. But the main thing you need to do is you're over 18, so you're grown. You need to go to a homeless shelter. Go to a homeless shelter. They will help you get your GED. They will help you get a job. They will help you get on your feet. Do you understand? Go to a homeless shelter. Hell, take your ass down to welfare, and get you some food stamps. Do what you got to do to get on your feet, but get out of that situation. Why stay in that situation? Is a homeless shelter ideal? Of course not. But it sounds like it'll be a whole hell of a lot better than where you're at now. Because obviously, even though you're living with family, you don't have family. They're not treating you as if you're family. So staying there makes no sense. Leave before you really truly hurt yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to go, honey. And I know you're saying, I don't know, you could check and see if there's homeless shelters that let you bring like pets. But I don't know, it's new now. Because my family had to go to a homeless shelter back when I was like was I 10 or some shit? Something like that. You know, my stepfather was on steroids. And back then, steroids was fucked up. Lost his mind, hit my mom. Mama beat his ass. Took us the clothes on our back and we went to a homeless shelter. And it helped her get on her feet. So, even if you can't find one to let you bring pets, baby, I know you love the dog. That's all you got. But your life is more precious than keep staying there and getting beat on and nobody doing anything. Ask your sister. Why can't you see if your sister let you stay with her or something till you get on your feet? But if not, find a homeless shelter and do what you got to do. They will help you get on your feet. Okay? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's definitely a lot better than what you just described to me. Okay? If you need somebody to talk to, you can always write me. I'll write. It's no problem. On my Facebook, not on here. Okay? But my advice for you is to get out. You're grown, so they can't stop you. Oh, goodness, it's sad, honey. Lord. Well, babies, let me get on up out of here. I will be doing another Sweet Solutions because I promised y'all I would do one back to back. But this time I'm going to go through the Sweet Solutions and try to find the ones I want to read. Oh, Lord. If you have any grown folk problems, email me at sweetsolutions1@gmail.com. Again, that's sweetsolutions1, the number 1, at gmail.com. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Like, let's say some more bullshit happens tomorrow and I try to hurry up and do it instead of going through them prior and finding them. Your subject line is what grabs me. So make the subject line good if you feel like I really need to get in there. And I understand some shit you do gotta write books. But if you don't, please don't. You understand? Like sometimes I'll be getting books that be like, so back when I was in kindergarten, I was liking this one guy. We broke up. Fast forward. Like, that didn't need to be in there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just saying. You got a better chance of me reading it if it's not 50 paragraphs long. Okay? But alright, babies, I'm about to get on up out of here, honey. I gotta go, well, no, it's raining and shit, so I guess tomorrow I gotta go buy some little cute little, you know, Caribbean dresses and stuff, because I'm getting my ass up out of here on the 5th. Cancun, Mexico, here I come, baby. I'm tired. These people driving me crazy around here. I need to go. So, as always, thanks for watching. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a mother-sucking friend, baby, to subscribe. And follow your girl on Twitter. Yes, honey. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff. On Instagram, look, all in my face. On Instagram, if you want me to follow you back, no problem. Just leave a comment, a real comment. And at the end, leave like FW or FB, you know, follow back, whatever. And I got you, baby. And I'll like some pictures and everything. Make sure to go get your SATV t-shirts. I got some new ones up. Go check them out. All the links are at the bottom. Alright, babies. And get snatched. And get you some snatched hair. Y'all better work it out. Oh, and get you some Herbalife, honey, because that's what helped. Your girl is on it. Your girl getting kind of fine. Your girl getting kind of fine. I got on a dress, so I can't show y'all the belly. But I'm going to put a picture up. Well, if I remember. Because I ain't where I want to be. But damn it, I'm not where I was. Woo woo. Alright, babies. I'm out. Peace.